Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
Today we have a translation exercise. Here we have a short paragraph, but we will still translate it sentence by sentence. Here's the first one.
好，那所以我们来看看第一个句子哈。他说，个人身份证卡啊，这个其实就身份证明卡就是身份证了哈，有助于区分我们和他人，因为上面包含了最新照片与诸如生日和地址等资讯哈。所以呢，首先这个个人身份证卡其实就是 ID card 啊 ，ID cards 就是我们的身份证啊。那当然因为它这个翻译啊，而且一开始它是一个 new topic， 所以你也可以把它全部拼出来。你可以说 personal identification cards 啊，那就可以。这个人身份证明卡有助于 helps 啊，或者是这个地方我们主词是复数，所以你只能讲 help 啊。所以 personal identification cards help 可以帮助什么呢？区分就是 distinguish 啊，区分我们和他人。这里呢，其实你可以说用 individual， 你可以说 can help distinguish an individual from others 啊，这样就可以了哈，就区分一个个人跟其他人啊。那为什么呢 ？Because 上面包含的这个上面这个字呢是中文哈，英文的话你千万不要说 up there 啊，绝对没有哈，你就直接说 because they 包含了 include 啊，那最新的照片，那这个地方呢，最新的照片其实我这个有一点点语病了哈，因为中文的身份证卡片上面的不一定是最新照片，那个是近照，所以应该是 recent photo 才对。
Yeah, that's right.
那这个地方呢，中文这样讲最新照片可能没有什么大问题，可是英文你如果翻成 latest photo 的话，那人家感觉你一天到晚就要换这个身份证上面的照片了。
That's right. Or else maybe you never ever take photos except for your ID.
Yeah, 好，所以呢，这个地方我们用 recent photo 来翻哈。还有呢，什么什么等资讯，你可以说 such information as 生日 our birth date， 还有呢 address and address。好，所以呢这个句子整句的我的翻译是 personal identification cards help to distinguish an individual from other people because they include a recent photo and such information as our birth date and address。那这样的话就可以把这个句子翻出来了。那 help to 跟 help 后面直接加一个不定词其实都可以啊。我小时候学的是 help 后面不能加 to， 但其实 help 你说 help to do something， 在现在英文来讲也是可以的。
Okay, very good. Let's listen to it one more time.
Okay, 好，我再念一次。Personal identification cards help to distinguish an individual from other people because they include a recent photo and such information as our birth date and address.
Okay, and here's my translation. It's very much the same. Personal identification cards or ID cards help distinguish an individual from others because they include a recent photo and such information as our birth date and address.
那这个地方其实一个差别就是 Karen 老师是讲 help distinguish， 那我是讲 help to distinguish， 那两个其实都可以。
That's right. And here's a translation in our magazine. Personal identification cards help distinguish us from others since up-to-date photos and information like one's birth date and address are included on them.
好，那这个地方呢，它用的是 up-to-date photos 那也不是说 latest 所以其实是不太一样的。up-to-date 就是没有落伍的，所以还是认得出来的照片
照大致还可以的，
大致还可以的哈。然后呢，还有呢 information like 是比较 informal 的说法，但是其实也可以它就等于 such information as 然后呢 one's birth date birth date， 那这地方最好是不要用 birthday 感觉起来是你要有
生日，
你生日要有一个 birthday party 那种感觉。那 birth date 就是指你生出来的那一天。还有呢，这个 address are included on them 这个地方这个在上面，它用 on them 把它翻出来了，也是可以的。
All right, and our second sentence.
好，那第二句呢？他说，万一这些卡遗失或遭窃，申请新证件非常麻烦
But that's not true anymore. It's not so hard anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's much easier than it used to be.
OK， 好，那万一这些卡遗失或遭窃，这个万一其实用 if 来翻已经差不多可以了那有的时候当然万一我们可以 if something should happen 但在这里其实我觉得你直接 if this card is lost or stolen 就简单的就解决了然后呢申请新证件非常麻烦 it is very difficult 这个麻烦其实就是困难的意思所以你可以说 it is very difficult to get a new one 这个申请你不一定要说 apply for a new one 其实就是 get a new one 的意思所以我这个句子翻得很简单我再念一次我的翻译那就是If this card is lost or stolen, it is very difficult to get a new card.
Okay, good. My translation is applying for a replacement card in the case of loss or theft is very difficult, or you could say is very cumbersome.
I like that.
And one more time, applying for a replacement card in the case of loss or theft. Don't say lost 是它的过去分词. In the case of loss or theft is very difficult, or is very cumbersome.
好，那我很喜欢 Karen 老师这一句的翻译哈，特别喜欢这一句啊，因为我觉得前面这个主词很漂亮啊 ，applying for a replacement card 啊，就是用来替换的一张卡。那你要去申请这个替换的卡，其实就是新卡的意思啊。然后呢，我很喜欢这 in the case of loss or theft， 就是如果是丢掉或者是遭窃的情况之下 in the case of loss or theft.
And this is a very set phrase. You will find this in all kinds of agreements.
Yeah.
Like if you get a certain card, a credit card or something else like that, they'll say in the or in case of loss or theft 怎么样怎么样，是蛮固定的. So I didn't come up with it.
但是看到这个觉得好亲切，因为其实常常看到这样的说法，
就是常看到。
对，那 it's very difficult， 或者是我刚刚讲我很喜欢的 cumbersome 这个形容词 ，cumbersome 就是很笨重，
很累赘，
就是很麻烦，很累赘，就是哎呀好麻烦哦，好像人家压着你，让你不能很轻易的得到这张卡片那种感觉。
That's right. Cumbersome is spelled C-U-M-B-E-R-S-O-M-E. C-U-M-B-E-R-S-O-M-E. And I have to confess, it makes me think of cucumbers because of cumber at the beginning.
Yeah, 这两个字是很像。
Yeah. All right. And the translation in our magazine. If the card is lost or stolen, applying for a new one is extremely troublesome. 它有some 词尾的一个字也不错。If the card is lost or stolen, applying for a new one is extremely troublesome.
好，那第三句也是很简单。更糟的是，倘若遗失的身份证被非法使用，那失主会面临法律上的麻烦。啊，更糟的是 ，What's worse 啊？那如果这个遗失的卡片被非法使用 ，if the lost identification card is used for illegal purposes， 就是被非法使用，就是 it is used for illegal purposes。那失主，你不要去想是失主怎么样，失主就是 the original owner， 就原来的那个主人啊 ，the original owner 会面临啊，其实他这意思可能会面临，所以你可以说 will likely， 然后呢 face 就是面临法律上的麻烦 legal trouble， 这样就解决掉了啊。所以这个句子呢，我再把我的翻译念一次。What's worse, if the lost identification card is used for illegal purposes, the original owner will likely face legal trouble. 啊 face legal trouble 也是一个很常见的一个 combination.
Mine is really similar. What's worse, if a lost, okay? Instead of if the lost, 都对啊，一个是一个固定的，一个是任何一个。What's worse, if a lost ID card is used for illegal purposes or activities 也可以。The original owner of the card may face legal trouble. That's all about the same.
Yeah, Karen 老师用的是 may， 那我用的是 likely 啊。
And here's the translation in our magazine. What's worse, if a lost ID card is used for illegal purposes, the original owner may face legal trouble. 我们都想法都
几乎是一样的。Yeah, 因为这个像 face legal trouble 就是一个很常见的用法，就是面临法律上的一些麻烦。那这个失主会，我想主要的问题，中文里面失主会这个会其实比较肯定。但在英文里面呢，其实你要加一个这个把它 tone down 一点，它是 may 或者 likely 啊，因为不见得一定会啊，它通常是会的意思。
That's right. Or you could say face legal problems 也可以。That's it for today. Tune in next time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.